discussions. Okay, studio discussions, documentaries, newsreel, and debate discussions, reality shows. Okay, same way, these are the program formats, and there's a production process: pre-production, post-production, production, and post-production. And there is also we discussed about mm, rule of third, composition, short composition. There are a number of different shots. Uh, big close up to extreme close, extreme long shot, or extreme long shot to extreme close-ups. So there are different long shot. So extreme long shot, medium shot, mid shot, and medium close up, and extreme close up. These are the different types of shots. Same way, there are camera movements. Yesterday we discussed the camera movements like panning. Panning is horizontal movement. Tilting is vertical movement. Okay, means you are moving toward the subject, or push out, we are getting away from the subject, or arc shot. That means off circle. Off circle means which camera moves in a off circle manner. Okay, these are the some of the shots. And angles also. Also, we are not discussed angles yesterday, but there is a high angle, low angle, and eye level shots. So these are the, and also short composition. We discussed about the short composition. That is with the you are placing your camera or your monitor into 9 horizontal blocks. That means you are dividing your screen or your frame into 9 horizontal blocks. Horizontal box. So then you place your subject onto the intersecting point of the horizontal box. That means, so if you divide your screen into 2 horizontal lines, 2 vertical lines. Okay, if you divide into, so these were these intersecting points, horizontal and vertical line meeting point. So that should be your subject position. That is called rule of thirds. Okay, these are the basically which we discussed yesterday. So today, so basically we're discussing about television programs. So television program is a audio visual medium. So with the audio, and we add some visuals to that audio, and we make it as a package, and we'll present it to the public. That means the anchor reads the intro and will present the story. Okay, you understand this point? So television is a audio visual medium which requires audio as well as video. Okay, so that we can experience the movement. For example, yesterday we discussed the Mandas cyclone in Chennai or in coastal Andhra Pradesh. So once we show the pictures, we show the video, how it ravages the state, cyclone ravages the states. So we can imagine, okay, how the situation was there. Okay, that is because of we are watching the video and we are listening to the audio. So earlier with the newspaper and radio, it was not possible. Newspaper publish one photograph and describe the situation there. Only one or in a one maybe one paragraph, the situation will be described. So the number, the loss, the human beings loss or cattle loss, they give in numbers, right? Or else they use some graphical text to show the impact, right? So to write on a television format, so there are different formats. So here we discuss about the package. See, for that I'm showing, taking a one empty page so that I can write. Okay, I want to show it on a page. See, So take a new paragraph. Just I want to take a blank one. So, sorry, this one, notes. What happens? So, what is the news package? News package is news package. They will give you some name. So, first anchor part. Anchor part they write. So, Mandas cyclone ravages. Cyclone ravages is the TN and AP. Okay, so they'll give you some brief introduction. In the anchor part, they will write some introduction about the story. Introduction they write. So this is happened. This is the situation there. Okay, then after completion of the anchor part, completion of the anchor part. Completion of there will be a voiceover. Okay, so there that situation will be explained. Okay, with a narration. Someone will narrate the story. That is called voiceover. The narration comes, so it explains. It explains the situation. Okay, some from that locality will take one person experience. A person. So we are getting some information from the person. That is called a bite. Bite from the local person. Bite one from local person. So just because if you want to make a audio visual medium or AV, so you need to some authentic information, right? If you take a local person's experience or bite, it is called bite. Local person, what he says about this cyclone. Okay, how it damaged their livelihood. Okay, then bite of some officer who is responsible. So take example of collector of that particular district. Collector into the Prakasham district. Okay, and another voiceover 2. This is the voiceover 1. Voiceover, after completion of the voiceover, the bite will become. The local person explains. And second, the collector gives the overall review. In the third voiceover and second voiceover, here it is the fourth one. First voiceover, then bite, and second bite, and fourth is the voiceover. Voiceover 2. So in this we conclude, okay, this is the situation there. So local person feels like this, and the collector assured they will get a proper shelter as well as some remedies or requirements. Okay, that is the called package. Okay, so here, so we discussed this television programs or audio visual. Okay, not only we not only use the words of this narration, so we also incorporate some visuals related to the story. Okay, so if the voiceover is telling about the wind speed, okay, there is a high 15 kilometers. The speed of wind is 15 kilometers per hour anukondi, km per ph. Okay, so that will be described by the voiceover, and according to that, the visual will be placed. Okay, That is called that is why it's called a audio visual medium. Okay. If it is a newspaper, so just newspaper explains. So they give a just content based on that content while reading. So we have to imagine, okay, this was the situation there. So based on that imagination, we'll explain. So same way in radio also. In the radio, we only listen to narration and a voice, not the visual. So advantage with the television is we can listen to audio as well as visual. We can see the visuals. Okay, not only voice, you can also see the pictures and photos. Okay. So here there is a different types of writing. So here we can writing style should be different. Not it should not be like a paper or radio. So once, because one interesting point is, if newspaper, who reads the newspaper? Okay, only educated persons, literate person will read the newspaper. But television, anybody can listen and watch. So literates as well as illiterates. So while you writing the story, you need to keep in mind that everybody can understand the content. That is the main point. And while writing the story, so you need to keep in the view of literates. Okay, sorry, literate as well as illiterates. Okay, so radio also. If it is a radio, only literates can be listen, illiterates also. And literates. TV is a medium of literates and illiterates. Okay. So again, first one is easy to listen. So just one listening, you can understand the total content. So you should not use very tough words which are not used in common people. So if you use textbook type of language, people may not understand. So that is because the language of TV and TV and newspaper is different. So in a different newspaper, you can use whatever knowledge skill, language skills you can use. But if it is a television, which the language you have to use only literate as well as illiterate people can understand easily. That language should be used. Okay, here and then one more second point is visual dimension. Visual dimension. Visual dimension means, so you want to explain about the cyclone, Manda's cyclone. So the visual already shows the speed, the damages. So again, need not to explain repeatedly. So because people are watching the visuals, just you give the brief introduction to that visuals, then only it will be attractive. Otherwise, so if you want to explain like a newspaper, so newspaper gives a imagination. Okay, so based on the text, you can imagine. Okay, imagine the situation there in the coastal area. Okay, yeah, not required because we are showing the visual also here. Okay, while writing the story, you need to keep in mind these points. Easy to listen. Whenever you listen to the literates or illiterates, that should be understandable. And sometimes you need not to write again and again about the situation because visually we are showing there. Okay. Then television news. Television news. So the important point of television news is, so you are showing a visual as well as you are placing the audio also, so that people can easily understand the video as well as audio. Okay. What type of stories they use? First, the beginning is also we discussed. First, anchor reads intro. Then story will be played. Again, story will be played. Story may contain voiceover, bite, or P2C, and a P2 camera. This is called because in front of camera, the reporter is speaking. So explains about the situation. That is called P2C, the P2 camera. Okay. So package may be like this. And television news presentation. So we'll see. We are aware of this one because when you watch news on the television, news presentation. Okay. When you watch television, for example, it is a 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock news bulletin. So in the 5 o'clock bulletin, there may be 20 stories. Okay, half an hour, 20 stories. Then you want to broadcast the story, 20 stories. First story, second, third, fourth, up to 20 channels, 20 stories. And in the middle, we'll take one break. Here also, we'll take a break. We are okay. Okay. So here, first story, anchor reads the intro, and the corresponding package or story will be paid. Sometimes anchor reads, and at the same time, instead of showing the anchor, you will see the visuals. Okay. So, for example, she is talking about traffic in Hyderabad. Okay, there is a traffic jam at Lakdika Pool. Okay, so the reporter sent a story about traffic jam in Lakdika Pool. So what the story copywriter writes? So he writes the details about the copy and sent it to the PCR or anchor. Anchor reads about the story. So there was a big huge traffic at Lakdika Pool due to some accident. Okay, while reading, after completion of the half of the story, that visuals will be played. Okay, the traffic visuals will be played. So this is called anchor visual. Anchor visual is while reading while presenting the story to the audience, the corresponding visual will be played. Here in the package, first anchor part will be read by the anchor. After completion of the intro, anchor part here means the intro. It is called also intro. Intro అయిపోగానే స్టోరీ వస్తుంది. బట్ హియర్ యాంకర్ సగం చదువుతున్నాగానే మధ్యలో మనకు విజువల్ కనిపిస్తుంది. యాంకర్ కనబడకుండా మనకు యాంకర్ వాయిస్ వినిపిస్తుంది, కానీ విజువల్ మాత్రం వేరేటి కనిపిస్తాయి. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఆడియో యాంకర్ విజువల్స్. సో these news bulletins are different. How we are going to gather the news bulletins. News bulletins. It may be different types. ENG, electronic news gathering. EAP, electronic field production. Live coverage. Okay. See, electronic news gathering is so whenever there is a any incident or event happens, okay. So this ENG van, okay, DSNG, we call it as a digital satellite news, electronic news gathering. For that they use DSNG, digital satellite news gathering. Okay, there is a van with the umbrella on the top of the van. You might seen in Hyderabad. So there is a van, even in film movies also. Whenever there is a news, breaking news, some vans with umbrella or antenna on the top of the van, that is called a DSNG van. Because with that DSNG, whenever anything happen, okay, that van goes and reporter gathers the information or gathers the video. That video immediately sent from this DSNG van to the studio. Studio means office. Okay, it is wherever it is there. So through satellite, they just send the video immediately. Okay, that is possible with the DSNG vans. Okay, and there in the office desk, it's called a desk, the newsroom or desk. So that package will be prepared. The story will be prepared there. అది ఈఎన్జిలో జస్ట్ బయట నుంచి న్యూస్ అంతా గ్యాదర్ చేసి త్రూ డిఎస్ఎన్జి మనం సెండ్ చేస్తాం. దిస్ ఇస్ ద వన్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ ఈ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ప్రొడక్షన్ ఈపీఎఫ్ సారీ ఈఎఫ్పి. ఈఎఫ్పిలో సో ఫీల్డ్ ప్రొడక్షన్, ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ప్రొడక్షన్ ఈపీ అండ్ ఎఫ్పి అంటే ఫీల్డ్ ప్రొడక్షన్. ఇన్ ద field production, we require a lot of pre-production plans. Then only we'll go out, shoot in the field. If it is not in a studio, yesterday we discussed, if anything, any shooting happens in a studio, it is called studio production. If any shooting happens outside the studio or in the field, it's called field production. So for field production, we need to arrange your equipment, your lighting, everything, or sometimes we need to plan in advance. Okay, you need to follow. Okay, these are this. Live coverage is immediately whenever there is an event happening or any news related happening, just they go and make it as a live. They sent directly from camera to studio. Just they record the event and send directly to the studio. Studio means here maybe channel office or desk పంపించేస్తారు direct పంపిస్తే then they will prepare a story and send and broadcast live immediately happens. The event while happening itself will show the events. Nowadays, marriage is also showing the live coverage because that time they place on camera and send it to the YouTube, and you can share the link whoever you want, so they can watch. Okay, that is the live coverage. So this is all about television production. Okay, yesterday we discussed about different formats, right? Different formats and production phases. And today, how to write a television formats. So we discussed about anchor parts. We discussed about storytelling. So the television language should be a normal compared to book language. This should be easily understandable. Okay, that is the reason. So language is should be considered like a, even illiterate people watch the television show, television news. They can able to understand easily. Okay, that language should be used. Okay, and next if you are going for a next chapter, then I don't know this third and fourth unit are assigned to me or not. Okay. So anyway, we'll discuss still 10 minutes are there. So for that, the introduction to the film. Introduction to the film media. Okay, here we'll discussing about history of the film, how it started. So motion picture. So what is the actually film? Film is a made up of photos, pictures, 24 photos, same photos with a small difference. I'll make a 1 second video. Okay, because film is 24 seconds, 24 frames second, 24 frames per second. Okay, so here we're discussing about first film. The first narrative film is called first film. We discuss about the Pundalik. Pundalik is the first film. This is directed by N.G. Chitre and Torni. R.G. Torni, N.G. Chitre. Right here. And Chitre. So they are the first. It's a full length. So first movie, first feature film. It's we can call it first feature film. Right? Pundalik. Pundalik is the first. So first full length cinema. It is not a full length. Maybe it is a 30 minutes, 16 minutes. I don't remember. Pundalik cinema is a very small, not a full length cinema. First, but it is a full first feature film. First feature film is Raja Harishchandra. Raja Harishchandra ఎప్పుడు 1913. Okay, this film is made by Dada Saheb Phalke. Dada Saheb Phalke. Dada Saheb Phalke was the first feature filmmaker. Full-length feature film. Indian full. This is a question. Who was the first full-length feature filmmaker? Dada Saheb Phalke was the first feature film maker in 1913. So almost 110 years ago. 19 years ago, he made a film. Okay. So this film is made in 6 months. 6 months and 27 days. So this film is, so today, if you see the biggest producer or director cinema, they'll take at least 2 years, 3 years, 1.5 year, 1 year. But they made the first feature film. Raja Harishchandra made in 6 months, 27 days. Okay. So he got, because first he saw the movie, The Life of the Christ. So based on that story, like Life of Christ. After watching this movie, Dada Saheb Phalke inspired to make Indian origin movies. So that's why he took the story of the Raja Harishchandra and made a first feature film in India. Okay. So here also there are different types. Okay, feature film, documentary film, and so there are different organizations in India which looking for film production as well as. So there are different organizations are responsible for films in India. So film with the films division. It's headquarters in Mumbai. So its main task is so looking for the production of films and distribution. Okay. It also encourages the young directors to make documentaries. Okay, which we can we can show in the future for future generations. For example, one of my friend did a documentary film on 12 step for Kinera. One person named Mogileya. So that type of film they will produce or they sponsor. So this is the film division works under the MIB, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Okay, this headquarters in headquarters in Mumbai. Next, National Film Development Corporation. NFDC. So NFDC is the central agency. Encourage the so when its main aim to encourage the good cinema movements in the country. So its main target is to encourage, promote good movies. So that is based on integration or efficiency of India, especially. Okay, so for that, they encourage and plan. And second, CB, Central Board of Film Certification. Central Board of Film Certification is a statutory body under the Ministry of Information Privacy. So it regulates, its main task is regulate the public exhibition of films under provision of Cinematography Act 1952. So whether the film can be publicly exhibited or not. So they will give some certificates like A certificate, U certificate, U by A certificate. Okay, that certificates will be given by the CBFC, okay, Central Board of Film Certification. Okay, it has 9 regional offices, including in Hyderabad also we have a CBFC office. So that gives a certification. That gives you a certification for different movies. And inkokti National Archives, Film Archives of India. National Film Archives of India. So it is there in sorry. Pune. So its main function is it preserves the copy of films, different. So see, in the beginning was the beginning of this stuff, we want to see the Pundalika or the Raja Harishchandra movie. Okay, this NFAI, National Film Archives of India, has a one copy of that, and you can access and you can watch the So either maybe if they have any charges, first we need to pay the charge and you can access the. So it preserves the Indian films. That is also important because in a future generation, we want to show our next generation people. Then we have a copy in National Film Archives of India. That is the another department. And one other is director of film festivals. This functions, this organizes a function festivals, film festivals. Recently, just 1 week back in Goa, they organized a film festival, Goan Film Festival. So this director of film festival organizes the films that will encourage the filmmakers, okay, a new talent to make a different cultural film, any film. Basically, it is a film. So it encourages the good cinemas, good films. Okay, that uh, so its main task is to promote the good cinema. Okay, encourage and give a prize to the cinema. This is what film development in India. Film, television is like television. Film is also same. The production process is same, but here in the television channels, they have slots. Okay, morning to, if it is a television, so every 9 o'clock you will see a news. But film is not like that. Film is a fully creative art. Okay, creative art. You can అందుకే మనం ఫస్ట్ బిగినింగ్ లో ఒక డిస్క్లైమర్ చూస్తాం. ఇట్స్ ఎ ఫిక్షనల్ క్యారెక్టర్. ఓకే, ఇట్ రిజెంబల్స్ టు ఎనీ పర్సన్ ఇస్ నాట్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ సంథింగ్ అని. అంటే ఫిల్మ్ ప్రొడక్షన్ మనకు ఇమేజెస్ ని జస్ట్ వి వాంట్ టు టెల్ ఏ స్టోరీ using some characters. Okay, you want to create some mood, come emotions. Okay, that is the role of films. So there are different organizations for growth of films in India. They are film divisions, National Film Development Corporation, CBFC, Central Bureau of Film Certification, National Film Circus of India, Director of Film Festivals are the some of the organizations which encourages the films in India. Okay. So this is the briefly talk about films in India, film production and creation of the films in India. Okay. Thank you very much. We'll stop here. Okay. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you.